So going over my network security degree objectives, I'll be demonstrating how my projects meet that objective and how I have an understanding of that type of work. So for objective one, keywords: create network infrastructure designs, including security components, operational, addressing, hardware components, connections outside world, physical layer connectivity, etc. So one project I have that thoroughly demonstrates that is this diagram I created for enterprise at a main office and a branch office. As you can see, there are firewalls here in a demilitarized zone, VLANs to segregate the network, intrusion detection systems or prevention systems. And as we go down the diagram, this is the branch office. As we go down to the connecting the branch and the main office, you can see that we use VPN concentrator routers for VPN connections between the two offices. So that diagram directly corresponds to the objective. So my next objective: install, configure, and test security hardware and software tools, including firewalls. Would definitely show this project right here because I directly install, configure, and test a Cisco wireless VPN firewall. This project is in detail with pictures and step-by-steps and table of content showing how an enterprise would want to configure one of these VPN firewalls with Cisco. So that directly corresponds to installing and configuring security hardware. Let's see, next objective: construct, implement, and document a script or a program to automate security related processes, such as, etc., etc., etc. This document illustrates my scripting program written for Linux in Bash that automates tasks such as password file analysis such as logs or any other file that needs to be checked, an Nmap scan on web servers to display what products are on port 80, and a script that identifies the machine's local and public IP address. So all in one bash script, including the ability to search for patterns in the files. So yeah, and also being able to save the results in wherever the user would like the results to be. So that directly relates to constructing scripts and programs. Another one for auditing, analysis, or management, like server management, this would be this Ansible playbook script that I wrote. And this document shows how I contacted 3 remote servers to be updated remotely and automated through the script. So this directly corresponds with management, auditing, updates, patch management, etc. Objective 4, create policy and procedure that addresses events such as disaster recovery, business continuity, incident response, information security, physical security, and troubleshooting procedures. So the first one that I listed, it actually is a security policy that mainly covers physical security. As you can see right here, we're talking about data center risks such as fire controls and how they should be formatted. We get into parking lots, receptionists, security rooms, security guards, cameras, all that good stuff in detail on a thorough report for a security program. And then we have another one that does technical security, information security policy, but also social engineering and training for personnel. So there's that one. And also this one is just like a big policy, including troubleshooting, group policies for security, business continuity plans, high availability in case something happens, and all the sorts. This one is very thorough, including pictures and step-by-step guides. So yeah, all of these directly correspond to the objective of creating a policy to address these events. So objective 5, a research report or implementation plan concerning legal and ethical best practices. So I decided to do a research report on FISMA because I was interested in how federal information systems are secured and what is the governing bodies of that? What are the laws regarding that? And FISMA is one of the laws regarding federal information systems. But on top of that, FISMA also outlines NIST as an organization to conduct standards and guidelines to securing these type of systems, and also the general public. As we have today, we can go to NIST and get guidelines and policies for our security. So I was very interested in FISMA. This document outlines the governing body, what FISMA is, the history of FISMA, and who else it empowers. Also, I did one on FIPS, which is the Federal Information Processing Standard. Specifically, I did personal identification verification, personal identity verification, such as PIV cards, because identity is crucial in those type of systems. So yeah, these are all laws that have to be abided by, and well, also best practices technically, but these are laws that have to be abided by with any federal information system. So those two were pretty interesting to me. Objective 6, research, document, test, and evaluate current industry information security-based threats, risks, malicious activities, covert methodologies, encryption technologies, mitigation techniques, etc., to prevent loss of sensitive information and data. So one covert method of communication and encryption was steganography. I learned all about that, how to use a steganography tool and what it means if someone has that tool on their computer. You know, this is a great covert way to exfiltrate data, communicate privately. And not only do you have to find the data, but you have to find the encryption password as well. So that was an interesting encryption technology I learned about. Another research paper that was very interesting highlights the biggest risk that we have today with ransomware, as Kaseya was one of the biggest ransomware attacks in history. Not only do we have to worry about suspicious attackers, but also Kaseya infected their managed service providers, which also infected other companies. So you have to really think like, wow, whoever I'm working with or whoever our systems are trusting could also be affected and get us affected. This also goes through tactics and malicious activities done by ReEvil, the group that attacked Kaseya. And also there was a section in this report about mitigating that attack, such as network security monitoring. There were several indicators of compromise that could help them mitigate that attack and prevent that attack, including IP addresses that were suspicious, post and get requests, and executable files or configuration files that were found on the systems. Had they had backups and a policy for shutting down their systems and restoring it for backups, then they could have prevented the entire attack. So this report thoroughly explains what happened, how they responded, and how they could have mitigated or prevented that type of attack, directly relating to loss of sensitive information, mitigation techniques, malicious activities, information security-based threats, which is prevalent in today. So yeah, these are my objectives and these are my artifacts. Thank you for spending your time and have a good day.